So, I'm going to try to bring in an MMA topic every week.
I realize.
Yeah, that's my thing. And I wanted to touch on Ronda Rousey's loss. I know it's slightly old right now, but I want to touch on it for a number of reasons.
Funny enough, I had some thoughts on it as well. Not so much on the fight, but on the backlash, if you want to call it that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I do want to touch on the fight, though.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to say I was happy that she lost.
Really?
But for the reason why I was happy was not because I was happy for her downfall.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't it. I actually felt very sorry for her.
Yeah.
It was a middle finger to the UFC, who needs a few middle fingers, in my opinion.
Okay.
Let me explain. I mentioned last week that the women's bantamweight champion, who is the girl that Ronda Rousey fought, she is Brazilian and she's gay.
Right.
Right. Now, today, she's the first openly gay champion the UFC has ever had.
Yeah.
Today, that is marketing gold. It is.
The fact that she's gay?
Yes.
Okay.
And the first openly gay champion. On top of that, she is an absolute dangerous striker.
Oh, yeah?
She has highlight reels up the wazoo. How much attention did the UFC pay to her? Zero. Zero.
Is it because how much fights has she had previously in comparison to Ronda Rousey?
Probably the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a Rocky 3 scenario where you've seen Rocky 3 where he fought
Most likely.
Mr. T Clubber Lang?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Remember when in that one Rocky was doing all these cheap fights, if you want to call it that was building up his title until he really fought with a real man, a petty fool, and then Mr. T kicked his ass. And for the first time, you realize that all those fights that Mick was setting up were basically glass jaws.
Well, you're asking me that if that's the case with
Ronda Rousey,
the argument could be made.
Yeah.
Because at the time that she was running through chicks,
right? Because she was, right?
The level of competition was now growing.
Yeah.
So she was able to inflict her game plan on ladies extremely easily because she was exceptional at what she does until she met a particular level of striker that was made for her game plan. So the UFC did no promotion for her name is Amanda Nunes, the bantamweight champion, Amanda Nunes whatsoever. Everything was geared towards Ronda Rousey. It looked like Ronda Rousey was coming back to shadowbox in the octagon. So they were obviously on top of that, the new owners, the guys who paid $4 billion for the UFC, WME, represent Ronda Rousey. Take that how you may.
Yeah.
They put all their eggs in the Ronda Rousey basket. And I think it was a great disrespect to your champion. And they needed the middle finger of Ronda Rousey getting knocked out in 48 seconds.
Okay, so it could be that she, genuinely wasn't prepared for such a skilled fighter.
Right. I want to talk about that as well.
You don't... Okay. Do you think that Ronda Rousey is a skilled fighter?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. So could it be that in order to boost the hype of this whole new venture, because you say the UFC was just
bought over
and rebranded and all that again, like the Rocky 3 scenario, Rocky lost to Clubber Lang, but then came back and kicked his ass. So could it be that this is a scenario that possibly is engineered to happen in the same kind of way where Ronda Rousey comes back?
As in, that was the plan for her fight with Amanda Nunes?
Yeah, I mean, I could be... I'm probably a real conspiracy theorist on that, but,
Well, I mean...
Because that might make sense.
Of course, they were hoping that she won.
Yes, I don't think anyone goes into the ring hoping to lose. I get that.
I thought you were talking about the UFC brass putting all their eggs in Ronda Rousey's basket.
Well, I think... when you told me that they did that, I wouldn't expect them to not want her to
right
to win.
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
I was just talking about the fact that putting all your eggs in Ronda's basket is cool.
Yeah.
But you have to show some respect to the champion of your division.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
You know, and the thing is, even if you are, you know, putting everything on Ronda Rousey, the hype behind the fight is she is coming back from this vicious, devastating loss.
Because she lost before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And she's not going to have an easy road because she lost to a very skilled striker, and she's coming back to fight a striker who is just as skilled but hits even harder than the first girl that she lost to. You know, that's where the interest builds up. I don't want to come back and see Ronda Rousey shadowbox. I want to know who she's fighting, what level of competition she's going to face.
Yes. Now when she, because I did not see the fight, I only saw highlights and so on. You watched the fight?
Yes, I did.
Right. Did it really look like she was really putting up a fight, or was she?
Well, okay, so let's get into why I think she lost.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that her mind wasn't into the fight, because of how she reacted when she lost, and the fact that she took a whole year off. They think that she's not into fighting anymore. I personally disagree.
Yeah.
I think she was very into the fight. I thought she looked very ready. The thing is, I think Ronda is so used to dominating in the octagon that she may not know how to deal with adversity in the octagon. Her body doesn't know what to do when she's behind in a fight. On top of that, when you get punched in the face, everything goes.
That's what Mike Tyson says, you know.
Exactly. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
And I think Ronda Rousey went in there ready, but she got punched in the face really hard at the start of the fight.
So that just threw her all her confidence, everything.
She didn't have time to put her game plan into play.
I mean, from looking at the highlights there, she looked embarrassed at that first instance. I think all of that, you know, added to that psychological after effect.
I think, you know, that's what happened.
One thing I want to say, you know, to sort of countermeasure all the hate that she's getting, I sort of appreciate Ronda Rousey for her comments on the whole gender pay gap situation, and you know, not giving in to towing that misconception about this gender pay gap, that whole conversation that's been going on.
Right.
I saw some of her interviews, and I would say it took a lot of bravery to stand away from the hive mentality that is talking that kind of thing, and really speaking what she believes is the truth. You know, and I sort of appreciate that and respect her for saying that sort of thing. It's unfortunate that she lost. I would like to see if she could come back, and
I would love to see that as well.
Yeah, that'd be a comeback.
But no matter what, how she feels, I think she has nothing to be ashamed of, because the whole reason women's fighting is as popular as it is because of her.
See, and I don't like to see people who have built the industry with their efforts. As soon as you lose or whatever, people just comes down on you. It's awful. Today's society, really, you know, society itself really needs to get checked on that type of thing, you know, where those attitudes lie. But as I say, my hope is that she can come back and really take back that title. Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud. And check out my film series, available on Vimeo On Demand. Links are in the description. Thanks for stopping by.